What's up, guys? Dabu7 checking back in with you. We're getting ever so close to this big event that's going to go down here. It's going to be a global event. It's going to affect our banks. It's going to affect the U.S. economy. And it's definitely tied in with China here. It looks like the whole plan is to have the U.S. and China kind of going back and forth. And what it's doing is it's wiping out jobs on both sides. And it's raising inflation on both sides, which is also in turn raising the cost of living, which is wrecking everyone, and it's doing it slowly. And they're signaling here that the whole entire system is about to be reset. I've said this several times, but it seems like we're really coming up on the event. There's two big key factors here. The debt crisis, number one. They've kicked the can down the road for a long time here. And at this point, there's not much further to kick it. When it comes to the feds and their most expensive items, Social Security sits at the top. And this debt crisis is approaching that level. When it surpasses it, it's going to be the most expensive thing that they have on their list to try to manage. Now, on the other side of this, you have Trump and everyone wanting to push and have a weak dollar. They believe they need the weak dollar to be able to get everything to come back into America. Others would say that this is a bad combination and that it looks like it's designed to collapse this thing, to bring everything down ultimately. Now, also, Trump just came out and made these comments and said, go out and buy stocks right now. It's going to be a rocket ship. Go out and buy them now. It seems to me they're wanting everyone to go out and fatten their bags. And this is the big warning. If you're the criminal cartel out there and you're plotting the next Great Depression type of event, that means you're trying to take the farm, you're trying to take all the wealth from everyone. Today, all that wealth is stored in 401ks. Those 401ks are tied to the stock market. And they got everyone trapped because you own just a little bit of shares and the big dogs own millions and billions. And as soon as they dump, they make all the money. They leave all these 401k people holding an empty bag. It's what I call the great taking. All they got to do is hit a sell button. They don't have to come and rob your bank. They don't have to do nothing. All they have to do is sell. And they're going to leave everyone empty-handed. And there's about 10 big stocks right now that if you manipulate just a handful of them, you can affect the entire market right now. And with all these investigations coming up on these banks because of their connections with fentanyl and China and TD Bank and all this stuff, Bank of America's tied up in this. You're going to see this accelerate, in my opinion. And this is all part of the plan to bring them down. They want traditional banking brought down and to be no more. They want to replace it with their digital dollar. Now, here's the kicker. Trump pulled a black magic trick on his base. And they were freaking out over a CBDC, right? Because they didn't understand the CBDC. All they heard was some people out here talking about it and saying that it's not going to be good. And they did no more research. Well, they knew this. Trump came out and signed an executive order and said, I will not create a CBDC in America. And throws it like a bone to his people. His base. They chew on it. With the other hand, he pulls out World Coin, Trump Coin, Melania Coin, and gives it to them. They take it. They don't say a word. So, what did you have against a CBDC? Do you even know? It's because bad people were controlling a blockchain that could track you. That's what it is. And yet you blindly just accepted a blockchain they handed you with the other hand. You just took it and didn't say a word. And it shows the ignorance. See, the whole threat was the bad people, not the blockchain itself. The blockchain is just a technology. Businesses can use it all day long for good things. Good people can use it, and they won't be tracking all your stuff, won't be selling your information like we don't with the Under Project. You're not going to get none of that stuff. Bad people controlling a blockchain will track you, trace you, will cut off all your money, can do all these things that a government, a tyrannical government, can do that we've warned you about. And that's been the threat, okay? It's not the utility itself, it's the people. But people blindly fell in love with this administration and all the characters in it. And what they had planned to do is push this whole stablecoin bit. The stablecoin thing is going to help save the dollar because it's going to peg it to the dollar. But the Dems just shut that down. So expect they're going to repackage this and try to run it back through this whole stablecoin bill and push it through. There's one real big question here. Where's the gold at? Is the gold in Fort Knox? Like, we need to know. People deserve to know. That too, they keep kicking the can down the road. Like, we need answers. Whatever the answer is when it comes to Fort Knox and the gold is going to reign huge. And really, if it's missing, you should already know. That's all they got to say, and we're in a crisis. If it is there, show us so we can just get on with it. But they're going to try to go the route of trying to, I think, trying to back something here, potentially by gold. And if they do that, who knows if they try to confiscate again. Look back at the other two resets, the two big things that happened in the history of America. 1933, they confiscated all the gold. 71, Nixon removed gold from backing the dollar. Like, seems something else is in the mix here. Again, where's that gold in Fort Knox? So there's some of the big things. And when it comes to the CBDC, they're using this around the world in an anti-Trump form. Meaning that these people that are small-minded, they're going to them and saying, oh, you hate Trump? Well, Trump hates a CBDC, so you should like a CBDC. And these small-minded people will say, okay, well, then we're for a CBDC if Trump hates it, because we hate Trump, just to counter him. And it's working because people are that ignorant, okay? Don't fall for the left-right paradigm, man. You know, left wing, right wing, all part of the same bird. You need to elevate your mind and see that and see what's going on here. There's a massive event about to unfold. Monetary, global reset, the way everything's traded, the whole nine. Like they're looking to reset the whole order. Okay, so I wouldn't get caught slipping with anything in an account that you can't get out or that's going to damage you big time. Right? Just saying. Just be sharp about it. Be smart about it with your 401ks and all that. I hope you guys got a plan for all this. You're into some gold and some silver that's on a tear. That's just been climbing and climbing. And check out our Under Project. Created it specifically for this community. And it's been on nothing but a tear, going uphill. There's links in the description box. And join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Talking about this in a whole lot more in greater detail while we still got some time. It's been Dabu7. Y'all be safe. Much love.